Well, look at these two. They look like they're in the same studio, don't they? We've got former Rochdale Tranmere and Carlisle midfielder Joe Thompson and sports presenter, journalist and friend of the show, James Green. Great to see you both. We're going to start with Wales. So, Joe, they've earned a home draw in the World Cup qualifying playoffs after holding Belgium, world's #1 ranked side, I'll just mention that, in Cardiff. What did you make of the performance?
Terrific. Unbelievable night for the whole of Wales. I thought the atmosphere throughout the game was incredible. I questioned the fans, though, when they were, what was the reference they were calling Kevin De Bruyne, such and such, Aaron Ramsey. And then he went and scored with a classy finish. But the response was incredible. Fabulous finish by Kiefer Moore, who has been, the main man if Gareth Bale's not in the side. And, yeah, it was a wonderful occasion. I was delighted for Rob Page as well.
What did you make of it, James? I know they're the #1 ranked side, Belgium. Perhaps we wonder how they're still ranked #1, don't we? Because they've never won anything. But it's still a really impressive performance.
Yeah, I think that conversation's for another day, Ed, to be honest with you, because I feel the same way as you. I'm not really quite sure how it works. But look, a really strong performance. I know Belgium were already qualified. I know they had a few of their players out, but still a strong Belgium side. I think what really impressed me the most was the bravery that Wales had. They just played with so much freedom. They weren't afraid to go at Belgium and attack them. And that will stand them in good stead moving forward. Look, it's been a really good phase for Wales at the moment. They've had strong campaigns back in 2016 in the Euros. Obviously got out of the group in the Euros in the summer as well, but they've kept that up and kept that momentum going. And I mean, this would be an unbelievable achievement. This is a country of 3 million people. To achieve qualification to a World Cup is a dream, but a dream that, as Rob Page said, is achievable.
Absolutely.
Joe, how relieved will Rob Page be to have secured that home draw, so avoiding the likes of Italy, Portugal, Sweden and Scotland in the playoff semi-finals?
Relieved, definitely, because you've obviously seen what the likes of Portugal and Italy can do over the last European campaigns. But I think he honed in on it, didn't he, about the importance of the home leg and the importance of the crowd. They were unbelievable throughout the whole game, and they really did spur that Wales team on last night. And like James said there, they were brave. They pressed. I thought Dan James was exceptional with the press, and that was almost a trigger for the rest of the team to go. So he'll be excited, and he'll be making sure he puts a plan in place. And when you've got the likes of Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey, you've got match winners in your side.
Yeah, the plan will vary according to the opponent, won't it? Let's remind us who Wales and Scotland could face in the semi-finals of the playoffs. Both be at home. They could face Turkey, Poland, North Macedonia, Ukraine, Austria or the Czech Republic. Remember, this is a one-legged tie. There will also, of course, be a single leg for the finals to come, with 3 winners from the 12 progressing to Qatar. Some difficult teams, isn't there, even on the other side of the draw, James? Who do you think Wales will want?
It's just looking at them now and trying to pick one country that they could potentially would potentially want is really tricky. If you look at the quality of sides that aren't seeded, you've got Austria, who made it through to the round of 16 in the Euros, lost to Italy after extra time. They've been performing very well. Czech Republic, round of 16. Ukraine, quarter-finalists. Turkey have got a really young, exciting squad at the moment. North Macedonia, they're a good quality side. There really is a whole host of sides. And Poland as well was the other one, isn't it? And, we've seen England's struggles against Poland in qualification, a draw and a 2-1 victory, going with about 5 minutes to go. So, look, it's going to be really tricky, but the key is that Wales are going to be at home. And I think that atmosphere that can be created in Cardiff can really set them apart and set them through. But look, everything crossed for them, but it's going to be very tough.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and what do you think on that, Joe? Is there anyone in particular that you'd be wary of in that lot?
Be wary of all of them. And, we mentioned about Poland there with Lewandowski as well. And I just think North Macedonia, when I look at that group, I think North Macedonia would be the one that I would fancy Wales to definitely beat.
OK.
OK, Joe, while we're on Wales, ahead of their game with Belarus on Saturday, they warmed up for the game wearing shirts with messages of support for David Brooks and Daniel Barden, who are both undergoing treatment for cancer. As someone who's fought cancer twice and thankfully recovered, how important will those messages be just to be reminded that they remain part of this setup?
You said it there, reminded. You know, the support when they were both diagnosed from the footballing world was unbelievable. You know, speaking from experience, it can be quite overwhelming as well. But just to know that they're going through the treatment and they are still within so many people's thoughts is incredible. You know, I've spoken to David Brooks a few times now and just told him maybe what's coming up along the road, because it's the same cancer as I had, Hodgkin's lymphoma. We're both a similar age. So if I can do my best to help him and guide him through it, then I'll do so.
How is he, Joe, when you spoke to him?
Yeah, he was doing okay. He'd started his treatment. So again, I always think, you know, the first one, there's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of the unknown, and it does tend to get worse as you go along. But he's in good spirit. He's, you know, he's determined, and we speak about that footballer's mentality. Yes, he acknowledges he's got a fight on his hand, but he's ready for the challenge. And, you know, with the support of the footballing world, I'm sure we'll get him through it.
Yeah, wish him all the best.
Yeah, it's so lovely to see that you're in contact with him, supporting him, and it's great for us to see you very happy and healthy as well, Joe.
Yeah.